Hello students, welcome. In this video, we are going to discuss and we are going to learn about tissues. What is the necessity of tissue? What is the utility of tissue? What is tissue? Then we are going to learn about the difference between animal and plant tissue. Is there any difference? Right? So let's begin with a content. Tissue, as I told you that we will learn that what is the utility of this tissue in multicellular organisms specifically. Multicellular organisms, they are made up of millions of cells and each and every cell is performing its spatial function very efficiently. For example, in your screen, you can see there is a picture on your right hand side, right, where it shows the organization of a body. Where you can see a cell that forms a tissue, that forms an organ, and finally it is forming a body system, right? Now let's take one example, any one example among all these. We will take the example of neuron, right? Neuron is a single cell. When many neurons are together and when they function efficiently, when they function together, they form the neuron tissue, right? And when these tissue, they combine, they form an organ, right? When such organs together they are functioning, then it forms a nervous tissue. So we can say tissue is group of cells. Tissue is a group of cells that is performing function very efficiently, right? For example, certain examples are given, like another example we can say, like let's take the skeletal muscle cell. It's a single cell, right? When many cells together they are functioning, they forms a tissue, and they are formed. Then when many tissues they are functioning together, they are forming a muscle, and finally all the muscles form the muscular system, right? So here comes the utility of tissue. What is the utility? These tissues like skeletal, respiratory, blood, epithelial, these types of tissues, they are functioning their own function. Here we can say that multicellular organ, they shows a division of labor. What is a division of labor? Stands or means. Division is distribution, labor is a work, right? So multicellular organism shows distribution of work, right? They have specific organs, they have specific organ system, they have specific tissues, specific cells that are performing specific function, and that too efficiently, right? Not only in the animals, but plants also have different types of tissue. We will learn here in this chapter, in this video, the difference between plant tissue and animal tissue, right? For example, plant has the vascular tissue. Plant has a vascular tissue like xylem and phloem, which conduct water and food from one part of the plant to other, right? So for the transportation of water and for the transportation of food, for water and food transportation, these organisms, that means plant, they have specific tissue like xylem for water and phloem for food. So here comes the utility. That means an organism needs different, if it's a multicellular organism, it needs specific tissues to perform function efficiently. Now let's see about the tissue. What is a tissue? A tissue in a multicellular organism, right? It's a group of cells that are similar in structure and origin and perform similar function, right? That is tissue. Again, it's why it is needed. This is the utility. Why the tissue is needed? Here is the answer. Then multicellular organisms, as they are made up of millions of cells, these cells show division of labor and each cell perform a function efficiently. Such cells are grouped together and they are called tissues. Study of a tissue is known as histology. So there is a branch of science that deals only with the tissue. When you go in higher studies, for higher studies, and if you only study about the tissues, how they are functioning, how they are made up of, what is their role, what is the composition, what is the structure of the tissue, then such branch of a science that deals only with the tissue is known as histology. Here in the figure, we can see that atoms aggregates and forms a molecule. From molecule, cell, then from cell, tissue is formed. From tissues, organ is formed, and from organ, organ system is forming. And finally, many organ system together forms an organism. So it's an hierarchy, right? It's like cell, cell forms the tissue, tissue forms the organ, organ forms the organ system, and organ system finally it forms an organism. So let's move ahead. One more, where now organs, after an organism is formed, what happens? Many such organisms, they form population, and population forms different kind of organism. Here you can see deers are there. Here you can see different kind of organisms are there. Finally, what these different organisms, when they live together, they are known as ecosystem, right? They form the biome. Biomes means the living organisms, right? And finally, it forms the biosphere. So it starts from the atom to molecule. It starts from the atoms to molecule, from molecule to cell organelle, from cell organelle to cell, cell to cell, cell to tissue, tissue to organ, organ to system, system to organism, organism to population, population to ecosystem, and finally to the biosphere, right? Ecosystem contain all the living biomes. So this is how entire ecosystem, entire biosphere, that is living creature in this earth, is formed by tissues, cells, organs. Now the question comes, are the plants and the animals made of same tissues? No, the answer is not no. They are made up of different types of tissue. Why? Because their function is different. Now let's see one by one what is their role, what is their function. In plants, dead supportive tissues are more in comparison as the living. So plants, you will find more of the dead supportive tissues, whereas in multicellular animals, we will find living tissues more comparing to the dead tissues. So this is one difference. Second, in plants, they require less maintenance of energy. Their requirement of energy is less because they are green. That means they are autotrophic. They perform photosynthesis. They make their own food. Whereas animals, the amount of energy requirement is more because they are heterotrophic in nature and they depend on plants for the food. Third point of difference is In plant, there is a differentiation of tissues. In plants, we will find meristematic tissues and permanent tissues, right? Which are localized. Localized, that means they are specific at a certain regions only. They can't move, okay? And they are on the basis of their dividing capacity. Whereas in animals, such differentiation is absent, right? And the growth is uniform from each and every part. The growth can be occurred because each and every cell doesn't have this, like they don't have a specific cell that can show the growth only. Then next, due to activity of meristematic tissues, plants continue to grow throughout the life. Now, this is the point for plants, right? Whereas animals do not show growth after reaching maturity, right? Reparative growth, however, is present. What does that means? When you get hurt, right? Then healing is there. Healing takes place, but we can't show growth throughout the life in animals. Now, next point, organization of plant tissue is simple. Plants are simple comparing to the animals. Animal tissue is complex with the development of more specialized and localized organs and organ systems. You will learn in this chapter in the next videos about the plant tissues and the animal tissue. At the end, you will come to know that plant tissues are simple. Organization is simple, whereas animal tissue organization is complex. They have specialized organs, they have specialized tissues, and because of that, they have different organ systems. Moving ahead, plants tissue organization is mean for stationary habit of the plants. As plants, you can see they are stationary, right? They can't show any kind of movement. They are stationary. That's why they are simple, right? That's why the energy requirement is less. Whereas animal, they are highly mobile. That means they can easily movable, right? So tissue organization is targeted towards the high mobility of animals. So we can conclude that due to the difference in structure and function of plants and animals, they are made of different types of tissues. Clear? So here we have learned about the difference in the types of tissues of plants and animals. Now let's see one more figure I have for you. Diagram. Let us compare just the plant tissues and animal tissues, where we can see different types of plant tissues and animal tissue. Let's see. Plant tissue, xylem and phloem. So they are vascular tissue. Then they have ground tissue and they have epidermis, right? So we will find three types of tissues in the plants, whereas animal tissue, smooth muscle tissue, loose connective tissue, nervous tissue, blood, columnar epithelium. So basically animal, as we have discussed earlier, their tissue organization is complex, whereas plant organization, tissue organization is simple, right? Why it is so? We have discussed why it is so, because plants are autotrophic, they are stationary, plants are autotrophs, plants are stationary, whereas animals are heterotroph in nature. That's why their requirement of energy is more and they are more complex in nature. Thank you.